Hey guys, Dr. J here. In the previous episode, we defeated Maiden Astrea and Garl Vinland and completed World 5. We also obtained two unique weapons, Brand from Garl Vinland's Black Phantom and Tistarel from a hidden place in 5-1. Today we are going back to World 1. 1-3 is extremely important because that's where the last two NPCs we need to save are located. Well, technically 3, since Ostrava will need our help again. Okay, let's head to the Arkstone and teleport there. World 1 is definitely my favorite, so I'm really excited to go back there. It feels like it's been ages since we've last been there. We're extremely powerful right now, so it won't take too long to complete it. The only thing that will take a bit of time is saving those NPCs. They're in different parts of the level, so there will be a bit of backtracking. As a reminder, the fog gate in front of us could not be crossed before obtaining at least one Archdemon Soul. It's been a while since we last saw one of these fat officials. They're going to play a very important role in this level. We should carefully approach this square since there's going to be a couple of dogs here. We can one-shot them, so as long as we know they're here, they shouldn't be a problem. And thankfully, they are the only ones in this level. Now we should go ahead and collect the items. It's just an itemized soul and some restoratives. Remember this alley. It's where one of the NPCs is locked. But before we can free her, we'll need to find a couple of items. This item is a bait. If we try to pick it up, we'll get hit by the flaming cart the soldiers have prepared. Okay, it's actually flaming boulders. Anyway, if we continue going up the stairs, we'll trigger another cutscene. There are quite a lot of them in this level. He definitely did that on purpose. There is a crystal lizard here we can try to catch, and we did, nice! I don't think we need anything from them, but it's always nice when you manage to catch one. We can't continue going up the stairs since they dropped down the gate, but these Boletarian soldiers were nice enough to show us the way. We should still go pick up the stone of ephemeral eyes that the soldier killed by the gate dropped. Now we can go back to the alley from where the soldiers came. There are going to be a couple more soldiers patrolling. Unfortunately, we are not powerful enough to one-shot any of the soldiers with the soul arrow, and it's not worth wasting a soul ray for them. Okay, now instead of going down the stairs, we should drop down from the ledge over here. I'll soon show you why. Well, one of the reasons is the restoratives we picked up, but there is a more important one. And it's this Imperial Spy here. They can be extremely dangerous. They're very fast and can do an insane amount of damage in melee range. So we should always be very careful how we approach every encounter with them. We're going up this ladder just to pick up an item and kill a crossbowman. We don't have to kill him right now, but it's more convenient to do so. We should go back to where we killed the Imperial Spy. I guess now's a good time to talk about them in more detail. Just like their name suggests, they're spies employed by King Allant. Apart from their deadly melee attacks, they can also use secret throwing daggers in medium range. There's a few more of these guys hiding along this staircase, but we can use a trick to kill the first one easily. There we go. As long as you make enough noise while going up the staircase, he'll aggro on you and die to the flaming boulder trap. This one, however, showed us why they can be so dangerous. To be fair, his roundhouse kick shouldn't have hit us. It clearly clipped through the wall. But anyway, if we allow them to get near us, they can absolutely combo us to death. Let's kill this Boletarian soldier and then go in the alley to our right. There is an item here, but it's simply another bait. The moment we enter the alley, an Imperial spy will block our way. This time we killed him without too much trouble, and that's how it usually goes, as long as you know where they are. Moving on, we'll have a fat official and some crossbowmen on the other side of this... whatever that's called. We can kill the crossbowmen from here, but won't be able to reach the fat official. At least not with our spells. But let's not worry about him right now, and instead focus on the Red-Eye Knight that's hiding in this room. He has a shield, so we need to make him attack us before hitting him with a Soul Ray. Well, we don't need to, his shield does not have 100% magic resistance like Garl Vinland's had, but still. We will now need to enter this room and... damn, I totally forgot about this one. Thankfully, we caught him in time. Now let's destroy these shelves and go up the staircase behind them. On the upper floor, we'll meet this world's vendor again. He offers quite a few things, but nothing we particularly need.
Ah, we meet again, fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
One thing I should probably mention now, despite it being somewhat of a spoiler, is that the Draglink merchant will sell the equipment of a certain NPC, as long as that NPC survives until basically the end of the game.
The king, he's gone mad like the rest of them. But perhaps he was mad in the first place. I can never tell with those eccentric royal oafs. Be a brave knight or depraved slave, the demons will snatch your soul, and you'll go mad. And those who dare cling to their humanity are hunted down. It is the end of great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle. But perhaps he was mad in the first... Hard times, eh? I'm sure you'll turn things around.
Okay, we're done here. Let's go out on the balcony and then drop down to where we fought the Red-Eye Knight. Up the stairs in front of us is the first fog gate in the level. There is another Red-Eye Knight patrolling on the other side, so we should be careful when moving through the corridor. Yeah, of course he's gonna be right around the corner. After we kill him and continue a bit further, we'll leave the corridor and see that we're on the other side where the fat official is. It is very important we kill this one, because of one of the items he drops. Nice, he didn't even attempt to use his flame toss spell. Now let's go over to him and loot him. The Iron Ring of Keys is the item I was talking about. It will open a door near the beginning of the level. I should have told you guys about it at the end of 1-2 if I didn't forget to. We have a few Boletarian soldiers to kill here, as well as a couple of crossbowmen. Okay, now let's deal with the crossbowman. What the? Where did that bolt come from? This Imperial spy shouldn't be here. He's supposed to be upstairs, but I guess he must have heard us fighting or something. Anyway, this actually makes it easier for us. I've missed an item at the Draglink merchant's balcony. It's not far, so I'll quickly go grab it. I will use this ladder to go down, since there's an itemized soul over here anyway. The item we missed was a great sword. There's nothing particularly special about it. It requires 26 strength to wield it, though it does drop down to 18 if you two-hand it, and its stat scaling is nothing remarkable. You can use it to create the Morion blade with the Storm King Soul, I guess, but that's about it. Anyway, we've returned here, and we'll now have to go up these stairs. There is a Boletarian soldier in front of us. And there is an item in that corner. That's where the Imperial spy was supposed to be, but I guess we did get pretty close when fighting the crossbowman. We also triggered another flaming boulder trap. I think this was the last one in the level. Now we'll continue climbing the stairs and then follow the path until we reach a red-eye knight. Here he is. He also doesn't have a shield, so it won't be difficult to kill him. We got some good restoratives from him and an itemized soul from the corpse. Remember this small bridge, since we'll have to go back to it in a bit. There are several unmarked places where we can jump over the railings, and one of those is on that bridge. After we killed the crossbowman, we can continue following the path. Now we should go to the left corner here to grab another restorative from a corpse. There are two staircases we can go down to from here. We'll first use the right ones. It's entirely optional going there, we really don't have to. There are a couple of crossbowmen here and a corpse with an itemized soul. Dang, he managed to shoot us. Let's heal up, grab the soul and go back to the other staircase. Oh, and over there at the end of that giant staircase is actually the end of the level. It looks super close, and, well, it is. But we won't be going there straight away. I realized we're not coming back here, so I decided to check out what the crossbowman dropped. It was another restorative. We got quite a few of those in this level. Be careful with this Boletarian soldier, as he will always start by throwing a firebomb. Now let's deal with the crossbowman. There are some stairs here, but we'll ignore them and grab the item. There is another unmarked spot where we can jump over the railings to the left of us. We're going to use it to drop down behind the fat official that closed the gate. He didn't hear us, perfect. Let's kill him and open the gate immediately, as Strava has managed to get himself in quite the pickle again. This fat official will also drop a very important item that we'll need in order to rescue one of the NPCs.
Soulstar soldiers are after me.
After we open the gate, we should try to help Strava kill the Red-Eye Knight. Although he's no slouch, he may die here, and that would be a huge problem. Yeah, looks like he's bugged and won't attack at all. Anyway, we saved him and should now go and talk to him. As usual, he'll have a reward for us. Yeah, okay. I was waiting to see if we'll get these souls. I'll tell you why after we talk with Ostrava.
You saved my life. This is the third time I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please accept it. Now, I must go. My father the king awaits me just over there.
Nice, we got a pure clear stone. If we continue this way, we reach that giant staircase that leads to the end of the level. Before we go there, however, we'll save those two NPCs. We have everything necessary to do so now. Oh, but I nearly forgot that there's one more item we should grab before we save them. It's not related to them, but it's more convenient to pick it up now. We should go back to that bridge I told you to remember. And while we do so, I'll also tell you about those souls we received seemingly out of nowhere. Ostrava should have been fighting two Red-Eye Knights, but for some reason one of them seems to clip through the floor or something. Sometimes he gets stuck and we need to save quit and reload the game, but this time he probably died from fall damage. I'm not sure if it's a bug in the game or if it's an issue with the emulator. I suspect the latter. Anyway, we picked up the item and can now go back to the beginning of the level and save the first NPC. Oh, and the item we got was the penetrating sword. It's actually the weapon used by the boss in this level. Unfortunately, despite it looking awesome, it's not a particularly good weapon. Okay, we're nearly there. I'll go kill the Red-Eye Knight, since he'll probably hear us when we open the door. Wow, I didn't expect him to die from a single soul arrow. Was it actually a Blue-Eye Knight? Anyway, once we open the door with the iron ring of keys, we'll need to go down a staircase. Oops, got a little disoriented there. Now we'll go down some more stairs and we'll eventually reach a prison. Inside there is going to be another fat official. This one is also carrying an important item. Okay, now let's loot his corpse. The item we need is the bloody iron key. The NPC we need to save here is behind us, but before we open his cell, let's kill this crystal lizard. There is an item we can collect at the end of this corridor anyway. Didn't drop anything interesting, but whatever. Let's pick up the item now. It's the tower shield. It was used by the Tower Knight, as you've probably guessed already. It's not a bad shield, but it's nearly impossible to wield it. Not only because it requires 30 strength, but it also weighs a ton. Anyway, let's pick up some items from these cells and then finally save the NPC we came here for. He's in this cell.
Who goes there? You killed that vile insect and saved me. I am called Bjor, the elder of the twin fangs of Boletaria. I thank you. You deserve a handsome reward. Only I have none. Go on ahead. I shall sleep a while.
Wow, the dude has some nerve. Sleeping in the cell he was locked in even after getting rescued. So yeah, this is Bjor of the Twin Fangs. Unlike Valorfax, he managed to survive until now. I equipped the official hat we got from one of the fat officials, because we're going to need it equipped in order to save the second NPC. I'm just checking the other cells to make sure we aren't missing anything, and yes, there is one more item here. Okay, we're done with this prison and can now go save the other NPC. We'll need to go down the alley I told you about when we first entered the square with the dogs. Here it is. There are no enemies in the alley, so we don't have to worry about fighting. There is a stone of ephemeral eyes in a side alley we can collect though. Now we need to go back and then turn right. These doors were locked with the bloody iron key, which is why we had to save Bjor first. Actually, now's probably a good time to tell you a couple of things about him while we're going up the tower. He's probably the most devoted of King Allant's knights. Even now, he still believes that the colorless fog has nothing to do with his liege. But that's enough about him for now. The reason we had to put on the official hat is because it would fool this fat official into thinking we're one as well, and he'll lower the staircase for us. And that's the only way to come up here and save Yuria the Witch. She's similar to Sage Freyk in that she also sells spells and is hated by Saint Urbane and his followers. We only need to talk to her, and then she'll be able to return to the Nexus on her own.
Heavens, you came to save me. Thank you. No, I'm fine. With a little rest, I can soon walk. You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
Good, that was the last thing we needed to do here. Now we can go back to progressing through the level and actually complete it. Also, while I was talking about Bjor, we picked up a couple of rings. The Ring of Magical Nature and the Ring of the Accursed. The first one increases our capacity to memorize spells by 1 slot, and the second one draws the aggro of all nearby enemies towards the user. So like the opposite of the Thief's Ring, I guess. And I just remembered that I didn't explain what the Ring of Sincere Prayer that we picked up when we defeated Maiden Astrea does. It increases the attack power of the miracles by 50%, but it also increases their cast time by 10%. But that really only affects the God's Wrath miracle, since that is the only offensive miracle. Okay, we're at the final stretch of this level. There are a few enemies we need to defeat while going towards the stairs, but it's nothing we can't easily handle. There are some restoratives to the right behind the barricade. And now we'll have to defeat a few more Boletarian soldiers. Let's use a fresh spice and see what items they dropped. A few soldiers' lotuses. They cure bleeding, but I don't think I've ever had that effect, so they're not particularly useful. After we kill the rest of the normal Boletarian soldiers, we should go back to the left side of this place and collect a rather large amount of restoratives hidden behind some wooden shelves. There they are. And the only enemies left are the 3 Red Eye Knights and the fat official, who has escaped again, the coward. Doesn't matter, we'll catch up to him soon. These knights are actually very easy to kill, since we don't have to fight them all at once. If we attack them from max distance, we can pull them individually. Wait, why the hell did the target change? Damn, we could have died here. Thank God for the soul remains, they saved us yet again. Actually, it looks like the 3rd knight didn't aggro for some reason. Anyway, we've killed them all, so let's continue going up the stairs. After we loot them, of course. It's probably obvious, but this is the boss fog gate. Normally, this one can be pretty tough to kill, but because we saved Bjorn, this is actually gonna be a completely free boss fight. But let's first watch this cutscene. Looks like even the demons can't stand those fat bastards. So this is the Penetrator. Before he became demonified, he was called Metas, another knight of King Allant's round table. If we had to fight him solo, it would have been a fairly difficult fight, since there are no tricks or exploits we can use here. But since we saved Bjorn, he'll keep the Penetrator occupied most of the time, and we'll be able to easily kill him with our Soul Ray. In fact, Bjorn is so powerful, it's entirely possible he could have defeated him on his own.
One more demon down! Fine work back there. There again. How could a demon ever stand up to a bona fide knight? Now you go on ahead. I must be getting older. I need some rest.
And yet again, I'm thoroughly impressed by his ability to sleep anywhere. We'll see Bjorn again when we return to the Nexus, and we'll try talking to him there. There's nothing else to do in this level, so let's collect the boss demon soul and use the Arkstone. As usual, we'll visit Thomas to store our items, then repair our equipment at Baldwin, and finally ask the Maiden in Black to increase our endurance stat.
Thank goodness, I was... We are...
Okay, time for repairs.
I can afford...
Wow, nice! Looks like we didn't get hit in this level. I mean, we probably did get hit at some point, but obviously not enough to lower the durability of our armor.
soul of the lost withdrawn.
We are done increasing our level, and, well, I guess it's now time to take a little break from progressing through the levels. Now that we've unlocked all of the vendors, we can buy all of their spells and miracles. Which means it's now time to dupe all of our boss demon souls. I won't be recording this, since it will take quite a bit of time, and I've already shown you how to do it, so we'll start off the next episode when we are ready to shop for spells and miracles. I think this is a good place to end the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider pressing the like button and subscribing to my channel. It will help me a lot and encourage me to bring more content for you guys. I'm releasing new videos daily, so hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow when we'll continue our journey through the world of Demon Souls.